Thanks for joining us and welcome to the podcast. Follow us at Blerdimension here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. If you haven't already, turn on notifications so you can be the first to know when we got new content for you. I'm Kavan, the Grito Suave. We got JK, Beasternal.
Howdy doody, neighbors.
We got JD, Creativity.
Welcome.
We got Carl X, KBHX.
What's going on?
All our pronouns are he, him, and his. We also have a special guest tonight, Elise. Elise is the admin for the Black Queens of Anime Facebook group and a fellow community organizer. Elise's pronouns are she, her, and hers. And so tonight we mainly just got the interview for y'all. We're going to talk about Elise's, background a little bit. We're going to talk about the group. And we're going to talk about, kind of what she's up to now, what's next, and all that good stuff. Y'all ready to get into it?
Ready?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's roll.
Let's go. So how did you get into like nerd stuff? Did anything or anybody in particular really, influence you or kind of turn you toward it?
So definitely, my earliest memories with like my dad, he was kicking my ass at Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo.
Fantastic.
And
Many of
Street
us can
Fighter.
relate.
Yeah, then after that, Game Boy Color came out. I got that N64, that's a see-through green, Donkey Kong 64, all of that. That's me right there. Then I got into, I know you're about to ask this, I got into Zelda. Zelda, that's my shit. I'm actually replaying all of that stuff right now on the emulator.
What? Have you played Breath of the Wild? I mean, I haven't played any recent Zelda, but
Yes. Okay, so I beat that one already. However, beat the main story, no side stuff yet. I still need to like grind out on all the side stuff.
got you. Oh, JK, you're the lone Switch owner here tonight, my friend. How did you play Breath of the Wild?
Nah.
Rip.
Y'all are breaking my heart right
No.
now.
I've had
listen-
time. I've been playing other games.
True.
I will tell y'all that it took me a while to get on Breath of the Wild because it's different than all the other ones. It's more open. The world is huge. Like I took weeks exploring like every inch of it and still didn't do like all the side quests.
Yeah. See.
That seems like a full-time job. If you ask me,
I'm
Nintendo over here trying to make people focus.
I'm saying, like, I
Facts.
want to Switch. Nintendo don't want me to have one. Me, Carl, and Tech, we all in that same boat.
You want to have one, but you just don't want to get one.
I have no.
Okay, is it because
of
COVID? Like, and there's a Switch shortage?
No, that's not the problem.
We need upgrade in pixels, processing power, and a few other technical upgrades.
Because they want a whole nother system. That's what I just heard.
I mean,
basically, but what about the games that are like only on Switch? So
we don't play those.
And they stay over there.
But like, okay, but y'all are missing out on Zelda. I'm just tell you that.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know.
Never a big Zelda fan. I think the only thing Nintendo has that I could even consider enjoying, I guess, would have to be like Pokemon games. And even still, I would only play that to play with my daughter. I wouldn't imagine playing that like, oh, I got a minute before a meeting. Only play some Pokemon games on my Nintendo Switch. I'm not gonna do that. That's not me. But I understand it though. I get it. I get it.
I'd mess with Mario Kart, but
and Mario Kart, right?
I would like a higher res version of Mario Kart at some point.
Nintendo has no need to do
Not asking for much.
Let's wait till next conference.
Like, okay.
So you said what?
I said whatever floats y'all's boat. I get it. I got it.
I mean, and so that was your main thing. That was your shit. Zelda, you had to have it.
Yes. Like we used to get it I don't know, like Hollywood Video used to be a thing. My dad would go rent it from me. And then he finally found it at a pawn shop. And bought the little cartridge. I got all that stuff in my other room.
Wow, congrats. So I guess let's talk about you in the group a little bit. So how did you like become the admin for Black Queens of Anime?
Long story or short?
Here we go.
I mean,
Mm.
give us the long story. We want the details. We want the the gore. Like what happened?
Okay. So back in 2018, I moved away from all of my family, moved in with my boyfriend in a whole another state, and it was kind of like, okay, I'm by myself, right? I'm into anime. Let's see what's going on with these Facebook groups. I found a group that I'm not going to name, and I mean, I really digged it, and I became a moderator for it. Um, the modding was cool, but I was starting to see like a power trip go on with the admins, and it was like y'all aren't
Mm.
like really being fair towards some of the moderators and like some of the members. Like there's a bunch of, I don't even know the word to like give it, but I voiced how I felt about it and eventually got kicked and banned from the group.
Sheesh.
Word for it. I know the exact
and
Sheesh.
word
and
for it.
this is like a big group. Like while I was modding it, there was like 17,000 people. That's big to me. BQA only has like 6.8 thousand. We trying to hit that 7, but we just in that little 6.8. So 17,000 people, 16, 17,000 people, like it's on and popping all day. So while I was a mod though, we had a women's group that was an extension of it, but it wasn't popping. The focus was on the main group. So the women's group had probably like maybe 400 people in it, and I was one of the admins in there. So once I got banned, I took the women's group, kicked everybody that was on the admin team off. So like I was a like sole admin owner, and I was like, okay, so this is my shit now. You can ban me from your stuff, but I'm taking this
Look,
with me
me.
because
I'm the
I
captain now.
built this shit. Yeah, I'm the captain now.
Look at
I
me.
built this shit.
I'm
So
the captain now.
Oh, take over. I love it.
uh when I kicked all of the admins and stuff, I messaged each one and I said, I got kicked, but I mean, if you still want to be a part of unknown group that I'm not gonna name, that's fine, but we're not associated anymore. And actually all of them stayed. They didn't dig it either because honestly, group I'm not gonna name wasn't really women friendly, which is why there was an extension for women only. And
Hmm.
black women, by the
Hmm.
way. Everything is black black people only. So yeah, I kicked all of them, made my own team, and eventually like it started growing. We hit the thousands. I've had moderators and admins, like it's kind of a revolving door. Not right now though. My team is they're great. But yeah, and then it eventually became Black Queens of Anime. It was not that when it was the extension of
You say
Yeah.
you started
I'm
in
not gonna name
2016, the group?
18.
2018. Okay.
Um, you know what? Hold on, let me open it real quick because all of it is kind of a blur now.
Mm.
Things that I don't want to
No worries.
All
remember.
that
I mean,
sounds.
it must be crazy modding yeah, owning a group with that much of an outreach, like with that many members. That's wild to me. Those numbers are massive.
Yep, definitely.
So, yeah, the group was created May 31st of 2018, and that's when it was still linked. And then we became Black Queens of Anime, let's see, October 2018.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's yeah. That sounds so. Yeah,
And
that's a
steady
hell of an origin
growing.
story.
steady grind. That is a hell
Yeah.
of an origin story
So I'm like anti-drama, right? But of
for
course,
sure.
everyone like sees that, oh, we're not associated with so and so anymore. Oh, all the drama. So I mean, I let that go on for however long, and then I'm like, okay, we need to establish some rules. I got some people on my team that really like things organized, so they helped me out. We started a business, and
Hey,
yeah.
Nice.
that's fantastic.
So,
Is that 100% of your time is the business side, or you still have a main source of income?
Oh, I still have main source, never quitting my job, but I don't really do much of the business right now because my job is so time consuming.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, we kind of just do our panels and little virtual events for the group. Not really anything where they have to pay for it anymore. Um, it's kind of hard to get them to support it, honestly. And I mean, it happened during times where it was hard during COVID. I wanted to start a business. Everyone's trying to watch their money, right? So
Right.
I think I did it at
sure.
the wrong time.
I got you. All
Yeah.
right. So, I guess as far as you, I mean, you kind of answered this. Like, what made you feel like Black women needed that space? You were saying that the prior group was not super super welcoming to Black women. Um, did you want to elaborate on that, or is that's where we leaving it? Either one is fine.
I can actually, let's see. We still talk about it in the group, you know.
Oh
It's
wow,
not just that group that we left, you know, it's all over the place. Not just Facebook, it's all over the place.
that's
Mm.
You know, we get I don't know the term gate kept
mm,
pastor. You know, there's gatekeepers everywhere, and we hear stories every day. Like this one, she said she came across a dude that complimented her Attack on Titan shirt and was like, "What do you know about Attack on Titan? Why would I be wearing the shirt if I didn't know anything about Attack on Titan?" Like, I'm not even gonna read the rest of it. Like, that's just it. Why do we have to have these conversations? And in my group, we don't have to have.
Mm.
very true.
Hmm.
And dog,
Mm.
sometimes I'm just wearing a damn shirt. But what?
So,
Facts.
let her wear her
Right.
shirt. Exactly.
Oh, we
Sound
got
like some.
a I love you, Elise, in the chat from Rima.
Hi, Rima.
Yeah,
Got
Yeah.
sound
Brewster
like some
Gold
real.
too.
Oh yeah.
What- I know the proper word for this: niggardry at work. Um.
Yes.
Yes. Cause
Right.
Yeah.
I do. I like. I tend to collect T-shirts, and I'm like the type of person to throw on random T-shirts and like, oh, you're like I had this one shirt that's like, you know, organ donation stuff. I'm like, oh, you're an organ donor. I'm like, no. And I was looking at the praise. I'm like, well, why do you say that? Oh, because your shirt. I was like, oh, I don't even know what I have on. So
Dog.
I'm a I'm a bad example for that. I'll just throw stuff on because either I got it from work or something.
No, I'm the same way. Like I probably got 5 Star Wars shirts. Ask me how much Star Wars I done seen. Come on.
Joe, still
It's
Joe,
Wait, how much Star Wars have you seen?
zero to
none.
infinity.
0 Star Wars have I seen.
Okay, but why do you have all the Star Wars shirts?
Because I'm a nerd, Elise, and I want to signal that to people, but they don't just have like anime shirts everywhere. And when I do
What?
find those little like, aesthetic shops or whatever online, they go up to like a Chinese 3X. I can't wear that. What I'm supposed to do? It's just like, hey, this is or like when I go to cons, I can get shirts in my but like I'm not going to cons all the time,
Yeah,
So I got
Yeah.
I got to do
That's
something.
yeah.
right.
The shirts
Okay.
I found
Okay.
are.
I'll let you be
That's,
with your shirts.
I mean, I'm not gonna let go of the whole "you haven't watched any Star Wars" thing. We're gonna talk
Uh,
about that
we
in
we
detail.
I
should
mean,
one
I mean,
day.
I mean, get your life together.
I mean,
That's the
listen.
guy with
I
all the random T-shirts.
I'm saying, look,
Look,
nigga crying come
look,
from my neck.
I'm okay. I'm okay if people judge me on my T-shirts. I'm okay with it. I just want to be able to wear random shirts, and yeah, no, there's no shirts that. Well, as far as I know, none of my T-shirts are offensive, so I'm okay with putting on random stuff.
That's fair.
where
So
Judge me for it, it's okay.
I mean, some people. I'm not gonna judge you, Carl. It's all love over here. And so you touched on this a little bit when you were talking about starting the business. Can you elaborate on like how COVID has affected like Black Queens of Anime and like the way, you know, the kinds of business you want to do, the ways that you've kind of wanted to, you know, turning things into a business. Oh shoot, I didn't even see the notification.
Oh,
Thanks for
I
Appreciate
didn't
that
see my
follow.
green circle. So I COVID honestly, that's when we got our like influx of members. um, Along with there was another women's group that closed because Facebook would never like get off of their case. They were like flagged so many times. They were like, "Look, we're just gonna archive this." So a bunch of their members came to BQA during COVID. So I mean, as far as like my community, COVID made it thrive. I mean, we all sitting at home. We can't be face to face, so we're gonna chop it up online. And then we also started doing quarterly virtual events. So we would do meetups. We've had wine night. Um, oh my gosh, we've done
Boom.
poetry night.
Fine.
We also have jam sessions in Discord called Sunday sessions. Um, but as far as like business, like I said, I don't really dabble in it anymore. But we were trying to do glassware. I think I actually have my Kakashi shot glass. I can show y'all somewhere. Maybe not. Okay, well I
I
do
think
have
he
this.
said
We also
Kakashi
did.
shot glass, and I'll take that.
It's
Okay,
Let
okay,
me
it
okay.
know
Get with
where
definitely
me.
my credit
sounded
card
like
goes.
Takashi.
Get with me after,
Yeah.
cause I know I got one somewhere. And then we also did body butters. So this one's Hisoka. Oh, I don't think y'all gonna be able to see it. I can show y'all that later too. Um, what else did we do? We did specific glasses for wine night that had the name of the event on them. I mean, everything sold pretty well. Did I answer your
Nice.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Yeah, COVID was
that's
great to us.
Hmm.
I mean, that makes sense. You know, like you said,
Yeah,
everybody's at home online, especially like in the beginning. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Do you partner with other women's group or other anime groups, or you kind of just keep to you guys yourself?
No, I do. If you, well, I don't think you guys will be able to, but we have recommended groups by the admins. I actually recommend Black Girl Gamers. I mean the title itself, right? Black Girl Gamers.
Itself, right?
And then there's also Black Cosplay Boosters. That's really good if you're into cosplay, or if you are a utility, meaning you make costumes, you're into makeup, um, do wigs, whatever it is, like that's the group for you. Also have Black Anime Fanatics. That was also made by a moderator from that one group I'm not gonna name. But yeah, cosplay boosters, we kind of just boost each other occasionally. So I'll post about them and be like, cosplayers, please go over here. I know you're gonna, love it or whatever. And they do it for us too. Who else? Some of the like writing groups. So like, it's not just about anime. I realized I didn't really tell you guys about BQA, what we do. So Black Queens of Anime is for everything nerd related, blurred related, video games, manga, um, writing, art, also arts, all sorts of art. I know I'm missing stuff. Did I say video games? Video games?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Star Wars.
Over.
I don't
That's
know
a
why you're bringing that
segment, a
back up.
cult category
I
in
mean,
itself. I mean, we're gonna bring it up several times this evening. If I didn't think
This
Disney
seems
would pull up into
unnecessary.
my house right now, I would literally stream the first Star Wars as we talk. But like We're not gonna do that because Mickey Mouse is gonna come through with a shotgun and be like, "Hey,
Absolutely.
copyright,
Mickey Mouse is
copyright,
homeless right
no,
now.
no, 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 no."
Yeah,
Mickey Mouse homeless right now, so he can't roll up on nobody.
not
Wow.
Damn.
homeless.
Listen, Mickey has like several different homes.
Facts.
I digress.
According to Disney Stock.
So then we do kind of have our like one-off days. Wednesday is Women's Wednesday, where we talk about things that women can relate to. Like last Wednesday, somebody was like, "Have y'all ever been to a cookout? What happened at the
Not
cookout?
in
She's
3
never been to
years.
one."
What?
Well, yeah, COVID.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I miss those.
And then we're
It's
also
crazy.
doing Black History Month. One of my admins, Bree, has been posting an article every day of February about just someone unknown in Black history. You know, there's no MLK being posted because everybody knows about MLK, right?
Right.
So she's trying to, raise awareness.
That's dope.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I could like literally keep going, but I'll stop.
Is there?
I look forward to the collabs with Blerdimension and Black Queens of Anime. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What are you saying, Carl?
What if any like challenges have you run into either like running the group or growing the community? Have you run into any challenges? How'd you deal with those, if you did?
Like toxic haters and trolls.
I mean, that's anything.
Yeah. As I told y'all, I don't like drama. So whenever we see it brewing, it's kind of like, oh, gotta stop that. Turn comments off. Let's talk to who we need to talk to. Let's get this deleted. Whatever we need to do. But we, it's been pretty quiet lately. I ain't got no wood to knock on, but I mean, we've run into people saying that like we're homophobic, and we are like definitely not. She's and theys are welcome in BQA. Just no men. Sorry, guys. I mean, my team is great now, but like we've had people come in and out, and if they just don't mesh with us, it's perfectly fine. Maybe it's not for you, and
Right.
go create your own.
Exactly.
But like I I also run my team like we're one. It's not just I make a decision. It's brought to everyone and we decide what's best. And also if we need to ask the members like what do you think we should do? We'll do that too. And I think that's why BQA runs so well.
Okay.
Absolutely. Getting that feedback is definitely valuable.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah. I think I answered all your questions.
So do y'all have any other questions before I go to this next joint, or are we ready?
We're ready.
Sweet.
I think I'm good.
So what are like some fan favorites in the group, like characters, shows, anything like that? Is anything like super popular with Black Queens of Anime by and large?
I mean everybody is talking about Demon Slayer,
That
Of course.
JJK,
I think it's
and Attack on
fire.
Titan.
True.
I'm not caught up on Demon Slayer, so don't ask me nobody's names. But dude with all the wives, he gets posted like 10 times a day.
Say, y'all, I know y'all have some Hispandos in this bad boy. I know y'all got some.
I mean, yeah. So Shomaru
What's his
is
name?
still like
Tenjin?
a hot topic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Tengen.
Thinking.
Yeah. Fire dude too. Is it
Fire
Rengoku?
dude?
Rengoku.
Yeah, Rengoku.
Rengoku. That's my dude.
Wow. Listen, my
Hey,
nigga
rest
died
in
for the
peace.
cause. You gotta put some respect on his name.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. So
Oh,
that's actually
Oh,
something we
wow.
have an issue with. With
my bad.
spoilers.
So sorry. I didn't know you were that far back.
No. I watched the movie. But
Okay.
you never know whoever's watching you.
True.
Oh,
That's
They
true.
ain't just
We
coming out
do a
with spoilers.
disclaimer about
Yeah,
spoilers.
yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't.
Hey, look, there's no such thing as spoilers, right? I
Mm-mm.
thought we...
Time out.
Carl and I are unspoilable. Like if you you can
Yeah.
tell me the end to anything, you can tell him the end to anything. Like if we were gonna watch
Zero
it before you said that, we're still gonna watch it after.
I mean, I'm like
Absolutely.
that too, but like, look, the
The
super spoiler.
Well, spoiler alert.
Yep. So
Can't
sorry.
wait for it, but you know.
What else are they? Yeah, they're definitely still talking about Inuyasha. Like, Sailor Moon is still a topic.
What?
As it should be.
Still,
God, it
I mean,
should
Like-
be.
I'm not
Forget
saying it
that.
shouldn't be, but like, we still
It's-
talk about all of that.
What, Sailor Moon
It's a good
dark.
show.
That's
It's
throwback.
dark. Dark of the dark.
Is it?
Bleach
Yes, the Japanese race is very dark.
is dark. Okay, I
Yeah.
tried to watch it as an adult, like Sailor Moon from the beginning. I cannot get through it.
No, I'm with you on that.
I mean, I haven't gone back as an adult. I don't think I could.
I watch.
I can
like,
barely
I
watch.
didn't- What?
Like Dragon Ball as an adult, and listen, everyone, come at me, but I can barely watch it as an adult. And don't get me wrong, I love Goku. I love little
100%.
Goku. I do. But I can't sit through the full episode without cracking up. Not just the animation, but the dubbing and yeah, it's just yeah.
That's some very
Dragon Ball is my favorite. Like,
as
out
it
of
should be.
all of it.
As it should be. It is one of my favorites too. I just cannot.
But
sit
you
through it as
can't
an
watch
adult
it?
and- I can't sit through it and watch it as an adult. Also, I forget how often. Like I tried watching it with my daughter, and I forgot. You know, like Goku's little pee is just everywhere, and like
It is.
like they
It
have
is.
an excuse to like throw a thing everywhere, just like oh Goku's fighting, pee like it's just everywhere. And that was a fun thing to explain to my 6-year-old at the time.
Well,
Don't worry
there you
about that. That's nothing. That's a pimple. Don't worry about that.
You don't ever need to concern yourself with that.
Okay, but what about when he slaps Bulma's crotch?
Exactly, that too. That
What?
too.
I don't even remember that. What?
See, there's a lot of pervy stuff in Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon.
I remember
All
like
the
reading
old-
about that.
All the old ones, like from the
Yeah.
80s, had that.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s, they kind of like trying to touch up a little bit, but it still was there. And now it's just full blown. You know, it's like, hey, we have it here. If you like that stuff, it's here. If you don't like this stuff, you have the censored version and all this stuff. So like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. My daughters aren't old enough to watch anime with me, and some of them they'll never be old enough to watch it with me. Like watch it by yourself. I can't be watching that.
Associated.
See that scene and then look over at them, and then they look at no, can't have that. Nope. Like yeah, this is a good show. We're never watching that together. Thanks.
I mean, I feel you.
That's not
I
gonna
think
work.
my all-time favorite is probably Bleach. And I mean, you know, people hate, but it's a great fucking show. And Ichigo is awesome. That's all I gotta say.
Ichigo is the shit.
I
Just-
stopped watching it when I read that it took 2 seasons for him to rescue Rukia. I was like, what are you doing for 2 seasons? Which is
Man's
I'm gonna
putting in
put
work.
that into One Piece. I cannot like maybe once One Piece ends, I'll start it. But
Really?
it don't
You'll
look
be
like
watching
there's
it
an
for the
end in
rest of your
sight.
life.
So
You'll be watching it for the rest of your life.
Like
That's
Exactly.
my retirement. Like
One
that's
Piece
my
can
plan
last
for when I'm in the
50 years.
retirement home. You know, just
Yeah.
kind of just put
Facts.
on One Piece and then just kind of chill my little retirement home room. You know, and just till I
Never gonna
die.
finish that
And I'm
thing.
sure that's gonna.
One Piece on like 1,000 episodes, and that's no.
Yeah.
Can't
They
do it.
said they got what, like 10, 20 more years of content planned for that joint?
Huh?
It's,
Oh, it
Only
only has
has
a
a decade left.
only is a relative term, AJ. I like what? Remember why I said put
I
some respect on older name.
can't. I know your boo is in there, but look,
Can't do it. I don't know if I'm gonna ever start One Piece. Yeah, in the nursing home. Like, if I started in the nursing
in the
home, I'm gonna
nursing
die
home and
before
stuff.
I
That's
finish. What you said,
that's
Chad?
Absolutely.
okay.
see,
That's
the
okay.
problem,
I'm sure.
like you said, that's
I'm sure
okay.
God sees something else. Like God's probably still watching One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Like this man is trying to finish things out. Like
God is feeling like Aaron right now. He's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Why hasn't it been steadily coming out? And they're like, oh, well, they got to draw the rest of the anime and stuff like that. So they got to catch up. That's why they behind. Because like, if you notice, like the only way to catch up is if you skip episodes. So like,
Skip the are there fillers?
oh yeah, there's tons of fillers. Um,
Okay.
there's
oh,
fillers
the
for
whole
every
thing's full.
character.
Hey, appreciate
There's
that
fill-
follow, Black
there's
Wolf.
fillers for every character. Frankie, Robin, all. I had to skip 2 Imperial down to catch up, and I did not know half of the characters. I was like, "Who is this? Who is it?" I was like, "You know what?
This
I'll
is why
go
you
do my
shouldn't skip
research later. I'll go do my research later. I'm
Watch a
So
gonna watch
recap on YouTube.
exactly. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna get the cliff notes on these characters later, and I'm gonna watch this greatness of action and adventure because I don't want to miss out.
yeah,
Well, I heard
sounds like
that
we need an
if
AI
you can
bot.
get through the first 3 seasons, then you know you get hooked. Is that right?
I'm
You got
sure
to
that makes
dedicate
sense.
3 seasons to get hooked.
I'm s- like
That's
my
what
Three
I've
usual
heard.
is
seasons.
like 3 episodes. Who's giving out this terrible advice? 3 seasons?
Yeah,
No, they said three
Yes.
seasons because it's slow, I guess,
yeah.
Mm.
like the build up.
It is a slow build up because you
I,
have
I usually quit on it. Like I almost quit on Demon Slayer because it started
Oh,
off slow. I almost
How did
did.
slow?
He
His
also
freaking
almost quit on the
family
whole
died
series
I'm
on like
too.
the
s- the first.
Like, I mean,
man's whole family got slaughtered. It's a
that's a
slow episode.
tragedy. It's a tragedy, right? But his response to said tragedy
it's
came on
like
a little slow. Uh, and it took like I watched something on YouTube and I saw a clip. I'm like, oh, that looks amazing. What is that? Demon Slayer? Oh, I'll watch that
This
again.
Oh,
man,
And I was
the
like,
it's
fight.
cool.
oh, I watched this. You mean I gotta like slog to this to eventually get to that? So I'm like, okay, fine. So I didn't even finish the first episode. Um, Look, stop it. It happens. It could happen to anybody. The
We
problem
could move
was
on.
the main problem
Pause.
was I started right. I started watching probably like around 1:30, 2 a.m. in the morning, like I often do, and I didn't have the kind of energy needed to carry me through like a slow start to a new show.
This
So I
guy.
went away from it, came back, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, this is great." It took a little time.
I'm not surprised you did that because you did the same thing for Fire Force.
Crazy. Carl.
I
Yeah,
Fire
So
Force.
No, 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 no,
he
no.
stuck on Fire Force for a while.
I stayed with Fire Force. I got a little perturbed in
oh,
the
don't
second
don't spoil.
season.
We got somebody in the audience who's just started Fire Force.
I was like,
So
you
Yeah,
know
just
what?
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Okay,
I've never spoiled anything in my life. I don't believe in spoilers. I would never do that. But yeah, in the second season, it hit a little speed bump as far as action and progressing the story. that was a little unfortunate. But I was so invested by that point, I wasn't gonna stop. But Fire Force came with the heat, like within the first couple of scenes. That's what you got to do for me. I don't want to have to be like wait to get to like juicy action. Like I want it right away.
Oh, and when he was training to be a demon slayer.
I'm saying so, Carl. Oh, that was my question. That was my question.
When he was trying, that was nice.
He was a regular. He was a regular little nigga, right? Nigga went down to sell the charcoal, came back home, whole family dead. The baddest demon in the world has murdered his entire family. What is he supposed to do right there? He's supposed to go up to that mug and try to scrap? Like, what were his options, my guy?
Look, he should have had. Not what he should have had. That's a little.
You gotta
strong.
keep the blicky on him, is what you say.
Look, what I wanted was an instinctual response to
your family
being like an instinctual response from the fact that his father was such an excellent fighter, and maybe like some spontaneous. I don't think this is quite a spoiler, but a potential spoiler. Don't listen. Potential spoiler. Like I wanted spontaneous sun breathing. He doesn't even know what happened. How did I do that? I don't know, but spontaneous. It came out, blah blah blah, and then he becomes.
His father was nothing but a sickly man to him.
Right?
Did you say you don't spoil stuff?
Never. I've never done that.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what you're talking about.
Never.
What
are we talking about? What was spoiled?
What was spoiled?
You said semi.
Breathing.
Look, Carl, it's I mean, for a person who just witnessed not only his family getting murdered, but his sister, younger sister at that, getting turned into a demon. Chasing after him.
Literally tried to kill him 5 seconds after he discovered the family dead. I mean,
did they ever explain who killed? Like, did they say who
Michael Jackson killed
the family?
I mean, I think they insinuate that it's Mike Jackson.
Smooth Criminal look like he's like didn't look phased at all.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Because he's the only one who can turn Nezuko into what he turned Nezuko into, right? Like that was the sense.
Like, he could have turned Nezuko, and Nezuko could have just went ape shit on the family and didn't realize.
Immediately Super Saiyan.
I mean,
wouldn't that be a twist if they found out? Well, no, because I'm reading the manga and that's not happening yet. But I'd be crazy if it actually turned out like Nezuko was the one who like completely killed the whole family.
You read the manga, so you ahead of everything. But I'm just asking, did they explain that in the anime? But I don't think they did. But I think it was assumed that Michael Jackson from Thriller and Smooth Criminal killed him.
Look, first of all, let's not pretend like that Smooth Criminal outfit isn't amazing. I would wear that right now.
No, they definitely based off of Michael Jackson. I guarantee it, because he looked too good. He looked too.
It's clean.
Too clean. Yeah. He was sparkling in the moon and shit. I was like, God damn.
Facts.
Yeah, and the whole mass murder thing, fantastic.
And the whole.
I mean, so good.
This man is a villain, bruh.
No, but
I am.
But the point was, it would have been spontaneous. He doesn't even know. It's an instinctual thing that he would have done to at least respond to the situation. And then the rest of the time you go into, he's becoming a demon slayer. He's learning actual techniques, and as he's learning about himself, that's a way that they could have sped up the action. Right?
So I guess to defend you enough, right? I think you're kind of relating this, like that concept, to how like Naruto just like randomly in the beginning uses the Nine Tails ability, right? Like that's kind of the thought process you're leading. Like he would just randomly use sun breathing during his training session to fight back. I guess I can kind of see
last
that.
time I checked, Naruto didn't have his whole family slaughtered in front of him. But
I mean, no, his parents just died.
Maybe he would have had a stronger Nine Tail response, right? If he had seen that, because rage plus that intuitive expression of power, it could have been more explosive. We don't know this, JK. What I'm saying is, I needed a little more, a little sooner. That's all. And I just gave you a
Okay,
situation how that could have come about.
got you.
I
So
get it.
a
I get
parallel
it.
universe, got it. Um,
Basically.
But again,
I mean, that's uncalled for, JK.
I'm
Thanks.
reading that like y'all don't watch Attack on Titan.
who don't?
So it
So about
it's
that,
it's been a
Here we
little
go with
while. It's
you
been a little
again.
while.
it's I couldn't get into it.
Ah!
So I
Whoa.
watched season
Excuse
one.
me.
I remember
I'm
season
exiting.
one. No,
She said, "Out, I'm out." she said, "Interview's over."
Right? It's a wrap.
I
So,
I,
just
I am on the final season, and what I've learned basically is that we should have just never had Attack on Titan after seeing these last two episodes. Like,
I'm not caught up, but I've seen the memes and I get the gist.
I th-
And
all
yeah,
you need to know.
honestly,
Go ahead.
it's
Go ahead. Go
beautifully
ahead. I'll
written.
let you say it. I'll let you say it.
it's beautifully written. Is it? It. I don't know. I watched the first season. The second season came out way too late, and I completely lost interest.
that's what happened. Yeah,
I
that's what happened. Actually,
completely lost interest.
It came out too late.
Too
didn't it
late.
come out like 4 years after the first season, or two
Something
years? Like
crazy
something
like
like that?
that.
No, 2 years. Season 2 came out
Hams,
after like
How
2
nah,
does
years.
that matter?
it's 4
Go watch
years
the first
later.
season again
See,
in the end.
and that was what stopped me. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna watch the whole
That's what
thing
you want.
over to get to this new part. This is over for me. This is the end.
I
I'm
have
sorry.
seen season 1 of Attack on Titan at least 10 times because I'm always like, hey,
dedication.
you need to watch this anime. I'm gonna watch it with you, and I watch the whole season over again.
You sound like a crazy person. JK,
Dedication.
what were you saying?
Oh,
Oh
I'm just
well, I
saying.
was just saying, anybody who watches that first episode over and over again may have some, psychological tendencies they may need to get checked. But
Wow.
that's
Wow. That's
you know
that's a little strong. All
that's
right. That's a
that's
coming
little
off a little
strong.
strong.
but
I
but
just
I will
said that
say
I
this.
watched it like 10 times.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
that's just an opinion. Not
You
saying you
know,
don't have to do
look,
it. You know,
everybody loses their. Well, that's not true, but it's it's very likely, right, that we're gonna lose our parents before they lose us, and that's what happened in the first. I don't think that's a spoiler, but
when you learn what happens in in this final season, then you be second guessing.
look.
And I ain't spoiling nothing because when I tell you when I saw the episode, I was like,
So
oh,
I think I'm caught up to the second to last season, right? I don't think I watched this last season.
season 3, 4,
I'm pretty sure this is the last season, season 5, right? Or is it
yeah,
6?
yeah, season 5.
Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, I probably should start over, but you know, I, it,
You don't even have to.
I felt myself being in a fight or flight situation all the time watching shows. Like but there's never any like release of tension, which I don't know how they do that without depressing me too much.
Mm.
I think that's to me that's their magic trick. Like I watch it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Because I kind of always put myself into the shows that I'm watching. I'm like, I'm gonna die. I know it. These mother lovers are gonna eat me, and it's over. I'm gonna die. And that constant like fear of death, but they give you enough to where like it's not soul crushing that you don't want to watch anymore. Because if it's like on that razor's edge. If they gave me too much, I'm like, I can't handle it. I got to stop. This is it's too heavy. But um, all the stuff that's happened, it's kind of fragmented in my head now. So I probably do need to start over to get like a continual flow. before I go into this last season, but
Mm-hmm.
I had stopped mainly like what Suave said. It was so long between the two seasons. Even though I did watch season two right away, it just it broke my stride that I didn't just keep going. So um, I need to go back into it, but it is a great show. But it is I got to get mentally prepared for it. Like it's a lot.
That's fair. That's fair.
Agreed.
But you gonna be mental.
I
I hope you get mentally
understand.
prepared for this final season. That's just what we're saying.
Yeah.
I think I would
Especially,
be. I mean,
mm,
I feel like I look into the abyss enough, you know. Uh, but if it blows my mind to that extent, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, how dare you? I've stayed here through all of this anguish, and then you want to push me over the edge at the final season? No, you need to give me some good feeling as you leave me, right? Like, don't
any of y'all
completely
watched or
crush me.
read the manga
For
No,
AOT?
I want to.
for Attack on Titan?
No,
Mm-mm.
I
I don't
haven't.
need to. I'm watching great animation right now, so
I'm
the
watching great
manga
Okay.
is just flipping in my head right
Okay. Well, okay.
So,
Maurice
so
says season
you
3 and
have,
4 reward you for that anguish, Carl.
yeah, like the so I don't believe in spoilers. That's not something I would do. But um, I did
He says it
see.
again.
So I did see some of the good stuff as far as you know the special titans. That
Mm.
was like yes, that feels good. But then they immediately follow that up with like the futility of that. Like, yeah, you thought you did something, but did you really?
now. Mm-mm.
Nah. Like they don't let you revel in that positivity too long. They got to punch you in the mouth pretty quick after that. So
I would say definitely. I would say definitely learning about like my whole thing about Attack on Titan was I thought initially. Well, maybe that's a spoiler too. Well, anyway,
it's not.
like
It's
I thought
It
definitely not.
initially like the whole story was revolved around this one place, and as time went on, you learn that that's not the case.
yeah felt.
Yeah. So, but but yes, we
But
have a
no spoilers.
yeah. I was just say no. I was gonna say Maurice is definitely uh doesn't know what he's talking about at all, and
That's half the time.
yeah, that's all the time. Um,
So, what is so? I mean, well, Attack on Titan's happening right now, so I imagine that's your pick for this season. Um, but what's an anime that you're watching or have watched this past year, or let's say just COVID in general, that has stood out to you that you've really enjoyed that was not Attack on Titan?
So I watch everything late except for Attack on Titan. Like I haven't caught up on My Hero.
mm,
I'm behind on my hero
I
too.
haven't finished JJK.
Same.
mm,
What?
I haven't watched the second season of Demon Slayer.
mm. Well,
I watch
we know that.
everything later.
Is
So
it because you want to
literally,
binge, or it just kind of
yes,
what's up?
like I
Yeah.
am dying with Attack on Titan right now. I want to wait, but like it's in my top 3, so like I can't.
You're one of them. Mm, mm, mm.
I literally can't. I'm trying to think of something that I watched. I've kind of been on like a anime burnout. Like
Mm.
it actually took me a long time to watch Demon Slayer. And plus, I get spoilers in the group because they don't know how to contain themselves.
Oh.
Couldn't have been me. I'm all
With the spoilers or waiting?
Spoilers. I don't do that.
Right.
What about Shield Hero? No. Oh.
No Shield Hero? Really?
Well, you got
What
enough
is?
time for season 2.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Yeah, you
so
got.
y'all want to know what I
Red
do?
Squad with no
Yeah.
Star
What do
Lord?
I do in my spare time that is Blurred related? I read Yaoi.
Okay,
That's what
so
you spend all your
now
time
that
doing.
explains a lot. Okay, this
You
all
said that
coming
explains
together.
a lot.
Not like
Wait a
that, but
minute.
it's all coming together in pieces. It's all coming together in pieces.
I missed it. You read what exactly?
Yaoi.
Yeah,
Yaoi.
What is
I
that?
am not
that's
Hey.
boys
familiar.
love manga.
Boys, yeah.
Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna pull up my my thing
So
real
you watch
quick.
like is Black Butt? Not Black Butter.
Oh, I get it
Black Butler, I
now.
think, will fall in there.
Yo,
Yeah. There's another one.
Black
Black
Butler's a that's
Butler is not a yaoi?
no,
I
sorry.
mean, it's
That
got
might be L.
vibes. There's definitely some like.
It's
I
like a
mean,
mild. It's like a
Sebastian would
mild
die for him,
version.
but I mean, it's not.
It's a
It's not
mild version of it.
vibes. It's I wouldn't
I
even
mean,
say
it's.
vibes.
Do do
Haikyuu's
you
not yaoi either.
like? Damn. Oh, the my
Wolf Rain.
Justice Wolf's Ring. My
Like if I would give Yuri on Ice the closest thing
Yuri on Ice. I
to
haven't
a
seen that.
Yeah,
yaoi, but y'all will
that's
probably
definitely
Yeah.
BL.
You watch or not watch? Is this a manga? I don't know. My Just who comes in here sometimes. She is I want to say she's reading this manga called Dick Fight Island. Are you one of those?
Oh, that's that
I
voice. I mean,
haven't read
The
that.
face.
I haven't read that, but every time someone buys that fucking manga, it gets posted in the group and they're like, "Look what y'all made me get."
What? Oh no! Wow!
Oh, yeah.
Wow!
So, are you one of those type of anime lovers that when you go to a con, one group is yelling Yaoi, one group is yelling Yuri, and they're going back and forth?
So I
All right,
haven't
what's
been to a
Yuri?
con, but Girls Love.
Girls and girls, girls and girls.
Ah, that does make sense. See, I'm learning things.
I don't
You're
think you
learning
want to know
things.
these things. You know?
I really don't because I'm going down this manga site because I was just curious,
That's
So now
and
you click. Oh man, you about to
this
go into
isn't
a
a
rabbit
series
hole.
for me. This
You
isn't
about
a
to go
Look,
series for
into
me,
a
It's
and
a
rabbit
whole
that's
new
okay.
world. You got kids, you're
uh,
never gonna be able to watch any of this.
Yes, facts.
Oh God, no,
I mean, you can read it.
it's true.
True. That's true. That's all right. So what's your favorite? Or
What's
what
my
is a your
Look, I'm
favorite
about to
manga?
send you a screenshot so
Oh
you
Lord.
and then
Lord.
I want you to ask me that question again.
Oh my god. You know what? She also described to me this, I want to say it's an anime. So about women on an island who like become weapons when they orgasm or something. But it's
Ugh.
like all women.
Wait,
I
is it?
No,
think I've seen that. Wait a
no,
Is it
minute.
You
I
freezing?
think I've
that's
seen it. I
not
think I've seen
that's
this one.
not my it's not my department.
What is that called?
Is it called freezing?
I
Huh?
don't know what it's called. I don't
Say it again.
remember the
Say it again.
name.
I know
Freezing?
I know this.
No, not
Freezing?
no freezing. Freezing is a different one.
Is it the one where they're like they're like a mech
What
and like
is
the
it? I
guys
know it.
ride them?
No,
Or
no,
like
you're talking about Darling and the Franks, but
No,
it's
no.
women
Okay,
only.
Darling in the Franxx is a whole other thing. But
Yeah.
yeah,
no, there's
What
one.
is
Okay, there's several of them where it's like women only, but there's like one guy out of the
No,
entire
there's
thing.
no
I don't think
guys. Like
No
she
guy.
no
was
guy in
very
this one.
No,
specific about
Mm.
this anime.
so
I haven't seen it.
so I've seen that one. It's on. I think it was on Funimation.
Mm.
Let me pull up Funimation real quick. See if I can find it.
The only one I've seen where it's like all women
Oh,
was the one
it's
where they
not
were in
freezing.
swimsuits and they were battling
With their
with
butts?
their butts. Yes,
What?
it was
I've only
outrageous.
seen
I
clips
missed
in my
that one.
group. I don't know what it's called.
I missed that. I didn't see the butt. I didn't see the butt fighting. I missed that one.
Run with the Wind. What is
I
that
do know
about, Maurice?
I do know freezing because freezing remind me of Evelyn. Evelyngian. I probably said that wrong too, but it
This
was.
is gonna bug the hell out of me.
Yeah, I might have to ask her. I'm gonna send her a text and see if
Well, I do some research tonight.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find it. Pretty sure I'm gonna find it.
All right. So that's your so have you watched World Trigger? Elise?
Who?
World Trigger?
World Trigger.
Oh,
At least, my
fire.
friend.
Do I need to?
Yes, you need to.
Yes, you definitely need to.
World
There's
Trigger.
a little BL in there.
Is there? Who?
What's something without
You said watch
BL?
we don't need that for that to
What I
enjoy it.
won't do
Okay.
is read something that's not BL. That's
Oh,
the thing.
Yeah, I
So you're not like a big fan of like isekai manga? No.
So also, if I'm already watching it, I'm not gonna read it. So like, I tried to read Attack on Titan because I heard it's like it's on point, but I can't. I've been trying to
Is
do
it
the
because
same
like
thing
your
with
brain?
Berserk, and I can't sit down. I even have the hardbacks
Berserk.
sitting on my shelf, and I can't.
Berserk is a great one.
See, for me, I can't do it because like I'm just like I recall watching it, so I'm just like, yeah, I have to either find the spot I'm at in the anime and read from there, or I can't go back. That's what I found. Like there was this one called what was it, Knights Runner or something like that, and I started reading their manga because the anime got dropped, but I only read from the point where the anime stopped because I went back to try and read from like the very first issue, and my brain wouldn't let me do it. I just reverted to watch the anime again. But
Yeah.
Is
I get
this
that.
not on?
I feel like
Carlos
I
still
can't
looking.
do it
I
Berserk
am.
because there's so much text in these little boxes. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
bubbles, and it's like, why did y'all print this small? Like, there's so much going on in the pages because the art is amazing. I what is going like if it was
I
just
felt
like a
traumatized by
novel, I
Berserk.
could probably that sounds about right since you said what you said about Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Berserk
to.
is amazing. Berserk was
I didn't say it wasn't. I was just traumatized by it. Like not like, oh, episode in episode out I'm traumatized. It's one episode in particular that was a little tough for me.
But when they
Well,
go
that one.
into I don't know what it's called, but when Griffith finally does the thing,
Yeah.
He did the thing.
Out of
Oh my
control.
yeah,
Out of control.
he
gosh.
does the thing. Yeah, I
That was tough.
honestly, it really makes me mad that like Griffith did this, and also Guts pissed me off too. Like, why did you leave? Not putting the blame on Guts, but like, what what are you trying to accomplish? You could have just stayed there. You finally had people that actually like your ass, and you want to leave them.
You felt uncomfortable. Uncomfortable situation. You know,
He
some people
said
can't
that
take.
what did he say? He needed to
You say you need to face like his own demons or something. Something along those
some
lines.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. And you know what? Every time I see that title on like Hulu, I just keep going past it. I don't know why. um it's been on Hulu for like, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah, I was like,
Jujo
what is that thing? Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh, the mermaid joint is Valkyrie Drive Mermaid.
Was that it?
That's the joint that I was talking about that just
See, I
watched.
searched. I knew it was Valkyrie, and I searched for Valkyrie, but nothing came up on Funimation when I searched for Valkyrie.
You might
Their
have,
searching is
been
probably
sailing the high
just
seas. Probably.
wow.
Everything everything about
God, I
that
love
joint
this
is
art.
trash. Let's see, Valkyrie Drive. Oh, I found it on my anime list. Here it is.
I bet you did.
I
So
haven't. Justice watches a lot of interesting things that I take note of, but I have yet to take any recommendations. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, all right. So, I guess everybody else was what was y'all's like favorite this year, or if you haven't watched that much, like favorite since being stuck in the house.
Mm.
Oh, you didn't ask me that.
We did. We asked you first, Nate.
Is so I mean, well, Attack on Titan's happening right now, so I imagine that's your pick for this season. Um, but what's an anime that you're watching or have watched this past year, or let's say just COVID in general, that has stood out to you that you've really enjoyed that was not Attack on Titan?
No, 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 no. You said
Wow.
since you've been stuck in the house.
Oh,
Been 2 years.
Hey,
I'm just kidding. Y'all answer the question.
see, light skinned niggas. No. Tech had asked. He was like, he, he asked about your favorite since COVID. Oh shit, you on mute? Or I can't hear you anyway. Is it me?
No, I
I
think
said I
you
was
spoke
just
to it.
kidding. Y'all answer the question.
Oh, I missed that part. For I don't man, there's been a lot. Like World Trigger, Shield Hero. Well, no, Shield Hero was just before.
That was
Ooh,
before COVID. That
I
was one
think
of the before
so.
times.
Oh my god, what is
It's
time?
been so
It's,
long, dude.
it's all
pushed back
jumbles
twice.
together, man.
You got pushed back twice.
Yeah,
So
World Trigger, Fire Force. Oh, it did get pushed back twice. Broke my damn heart. Um, World Trigger and Fire Force, Demon Slayer, and Jujutsu Kaisen for sure. Those things have been so fire.
Those are
Go look
yeah,
up
those are
World Trigger.
tops.
You need that. You need that.
I'm about to see.
This next season just ended. This last season.
Yep. So you
Mm-mm.
can get a good binge
Why
going.
they
Nothing
look
like a
like
good binge.
they look like children?
I mean, they're like
I mean,
middle
they're
school
kind of
age.
children.
Yeah, they're
They're
kind
like
of.
Why
little
is
kids.
everyone always in middle school? Like, can we get some adult?
Well, I think apparently that's equivalent to high school in
Yeah,
America.
that's what I was gonna say. That's their high school.
Can we get some adults, please?
I agree. I don't disagree with you at all. I started watching this one joint, and I can't like. It's hard to enjoy it. This is like it's a isekai. And it's like about two grown men. They're in their 30s. Like it should be like a seinen, but like they get transported to another world, and he was like stupid drunk, and he was like, man, I wish I could be like a beautiful girl, then I wouldn't have to like worry about dating whatever. And like they turned
The
him into like
sweet
a
sage lizard one.
12-year
Yeah,
old girl, and I was like,
girl. Yeah.
12.
dog, I can't. Come on,
12.
how am I like? And so they
it's
have like a lot of funny back and forth where it's like his friend, obviously knows that this is his like male friend from Japan, but like, because like one of her special powers now that this character is like female is like a they're in like an RPG, and she has like a charm effect, and like everybody thinks she's like super attractive and all, and it's like that this would be so hilarious if she wasn't like 12. And I just like I cannot enjoy it. I'm just like, y'all, please.
well,
We don't have to
sounds
do
like
this.
it's a very hurtful anime.
This sounds like a very hurtful. Why is it hurtful? I mean,
Mm,
I don't know.
I
certain
guess
meat.
that's okay. That's okay, and I'm assuming that's quite all right in their society. So
And
Well, I
somebody's
know one
society.
that was I know one that was really good was Saga of Tanya of the or no Tanya of the
Saga Tanya the Eagle.
yeah
Yeah.
Saga. I haven't seen that. Saga.
it's Saga of
Lucky
Tanya.
you.
Oh man, that shit was wild. Talk about a guy turned into a
Absolutely
girl.
love it.
This man this is basically about a guy who was a lawyer. He's a piece of shit. Didn't believe in God. God said, "Oh, you don't believe in me? Okay." Man dies, sends the man into another universe. Well, into another parallel universe, and has him start as a from a baby girl all the way to like an adolescent. And in this world, magic exists. It's like World War II, and magic exists and stuff like that. And he becomes like one of the most powerful, like mages to be in the military. It was very funny, but I was like, man, this man is a piece of shit. And the only way for
He
him to
is a person with a purpose.
yeah, the only way for him to invoke the magic was to give praise to
Right.
God. And he still
Shit's
hated
crazy.
God. God would pop up every once in a while and say, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Fuck you." He's like,
I
"Okay,
love it.
stay here then."
I love it so much. It's so good. And then of course, like the dude's main mission is like one day he's gonna try and kill God, and it's fantastic. It's such a great anime. That
That's
one was
hilarious.
good. Action was fantastic. That's good.
Is there a strategy how this person's gonna accomplish that? Like that doesn't make a ton
I
of.
It ended
mean,
after season 1.
yeah, it's coming back, and they had a movie that was pretty dope too.
Oh, that's right.
That did happen pretty. That happened. I think it did happen during COVID. But yeah,
Yeah, but that and reincarnation.
Slime, yeah.
reincarnated as a
Oh,
slime.
I forgot about slime.
Rimuru.
Oh,
That thing was.
I've been watching another reincarnation one.
At least reincarnated as a slime.
Reincarnated.
No,
that's a negative.
no. Okay, all right.
Negative.
All right.
Oh,
Reincarnation.
ReZero.
Sorry.
That's another one.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
She's too
You know,
busy reading her
people are
Yaoi
busy.
manga.
No,
Right.
for real. You saw his screenshot. How many am I reading? How many have I read?
Oh, is that in general?
Listen, I get that. I'm a big
You know-
manga fan myself, and I digest way too much of it, to be honest.
You do
Well,
read a lot
you
of
know,
manga.
everybody's occupied with their own stuff. You know, it's all good.
True. That's true.
World's
What else?
greatest. Reincarnation of world's greatest assassin. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah,
Anyway,
something like that.
I started to get into that. That's over. Dang. I thought it should have at least, 5 or 10 more episodes, but that's done.
Those easy kind of ones go quick.
I
mean,
definitely
at least
feel like
it's not going for 20 years like One Piece.
there you go.
One Piece is an isekai. It deserves to go.
I'm out. First off, you still on probation for them last 2 comments from the last 2 weeks.
I stand by my comments.
Hey, you still on
Get
probation.
your life together.
At least, have you ever seen one of the greatest anime movies, live action
Oh
movies
my
ever
God,
made?
don't do it.
It's a wonderful movie called Dragon Ball Z.
Oh
The live action movie, fantastic art, absolutely fantastic.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm out.
Wait, before you go,
we about to lose all.
Look what you did.
Everybody who just came to this stream today,
gosh.
we about to lose in a day because of you. Because of you.
In here talking nonsense.
Also,
Nonsense, blasphemy.
to back that up, the last
Oh,
Airbender
we don't talk
movie is
about
one of the
that.
greatest
It
ones
was
too.
never made. It was never made.
It's not a real
Exactly.
thing.
If you want a live action that's good, I can recommend that. But the one that you're talking about, it don't exist.
Any
It
live
don't
action
exist.
is
It was
better
never
than that.
made.
It set the groundwork for all live actions. I'm just gonna say,
You
like,
better
it set
stop
the
this.
groundwork for all of them.
So y'all gonna put him back on his probation for another 2 weeks or whatever?
Oh, this man about to get kicked out.
At least.
All together. I'll be gladly to
You going to jail? You're going to jail.
kick his ass out. I've been waiting for this day. Been waiting.
Let's hear from somebody with some sense about their favorites. Carl, JK, what y'all?
Let's see. I mean, really, I've been too busy watching Korean dramas and shit instead of anime. To tell you the truth.
What dramas are you watching?
I watched All of Us Are Dead. That's not really because it's a drama. That's another one.
Vincenzo?
Which one?
Vincenzo?
I haven't started that one. I watched one episode, and then I never came back. So that's on me. But I gotta watch it. There's another one called Hotel Luna. That one's
The Luna,
pretty good.
yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I had a whole list of them in my head, and they're just gone.
Well, I mean, your brain doesn't function well, so that makes sense.
Oh, apparently your brain don't function at all, so you can shut the fuck up. How about that?
Bow
Yeah.
out. Shut
Dragon Ball Z live action Chingo.
Exactly. There was a couple on Let's Fight Ghosts, or is it was it Let's Fight Ghosts? That was a Thailand one adaptation. I can't. There's basically one that's this. There's two. There's one Thailand drama and one Korean drama. They're both the same. Same story, just adapted into another. So I like both. I like both of those, even though the story kind of
Really need to
different.
give them a
Thailand
try.
and who else?
Excuse me, say what?
You said Thailand and where else? I said
Korea. So it was called Let's Fight Ghosts in Thailand, and in Korea, I think it's
All of us are
something
dead.
ghosts. But it's basically about a kid who can see ghosts and goes around exercising ghosts for money, and he ends up falling in love with a girl ghost, and they end up fighting other ghosts with each other. It's pretty good. It's pretty good drama. But
That sounds interesting.
yeah,
Black Wolf Soul highly recommends All of Us Are Dead.
yes.
Is that on Netflix,
That's-
or where do
That's
you guys
on
watch these?
my list.
All of Us Are Dead is on Netflix, and it's basically High School of the Dead live action.
Interesting.
I didn't like High School of the Dead.
Excuse me, say what?
I didn't like High School of the Dead.
Oh,
I mean,
Did y'all watch Squid Game?
yes.
No.
I did not watch that.
Squid Game.
I often avoid things that I feel like are overhyped, and so I didn't watch them. I'll watch it
So
later.
that's how I feel
People
about all
forget
the
about it.
anime I haven't watched.
And that's fair. That's fair.
He said, hey, yet you play.
I'm not a fan of like pranks.
I play
Not that
Halo because
Squid
Halo
Game
is
is a prank,
a golden
but
game.
You say you're not
Say
a fan
again,
of
Carl?
pranks?
yeah, I'm not a fan of pranks. And not that the stuff that was happening in Squid Game was a prank. I'm pretty sure it's more intense than that. But I always feel some type of way when people are forced to do things they don't want to do. So I was reluctant to watch it, but I've heard nothing but good things, so I probably should watch it.
Yeah. They also got Kingdom, if you like zombie type.
Bro, what show were you talking about?
Squid Game.
He's talking about Squid Game.
But they weren't forced.
I mean, a little bit. I feel like I feel like at that point we're splitting hairs on semantics. They were highly incentivized, but I feel like at that point where we're leaning into coercion, which is not forcing, sure, but
Then forced.
Are you also a villain, Elise? Is that what we're learning about you right now?
I haven't gotten my arc yet, so I'm not gonna let you.
Oh my god!
We have a
confirm
Death
or deny.
Star. We have a Death Star we're not allowed to use.
Oh my god! You go with the
Because
Death Star.
Suave has morals.
This man Carl wants to build a Death Star. This nigga, light skinned nigga, is down for that. Help me understand the situation.
When you say it like that, you make it sound way more intense than it is. A Death Star is only for self-defense. I've said this a million times. and you want to leave that
Yeah.
part out. I feel like it's a crucial detail.
Mm.
Um,
I just all I'm saying is, if you're gonna have the said Death Star and Gundams, just give me a Gundam, and I'm fine with it.
I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But I accept it.
Look,
I'd be down for a Gundam too.
JK,
Wow.
you make the right decisions with your life. You make, you might be in the Gundam crew, but I can't promise that up front. The Look, all of these
just
things.
give everybody Gundams.
No, let's not get crazy. Of course not.
Right, it can't be out of pocket.
But self defense. Look, if I'm mining the asteroid belt and I got resources, there's gonna be some uppity nations out there. You need these things for self defense. That's all I'm saying. And I don't see what the issue is with that.
I'm sorry, I missed a question in the chat. So I'm watching What's Wrong with Secretary Kim right now. I know it's a little bit older, but it was recommended to me.
Mm.
Then I'll hit All of Us Are Dead. But I just finished Vincenzo.
Have you watched what's it Life of a house husband?
I
Yes,
haven't, but I want to
fantastic.
watch
Anime,
both.
I mean,
Was
manga's
it
even better.
But it has like a live action, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then there's an anime. I want to like hit the whole shebang.
I heard good things, and because
It's
my
so
friend
good.
watched it, and he was watching it, and his wife came in when he was watching. She was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" It's like, and he's like, "Oh, just come down and watch it." She was looking, and she was like, stuff you need to do." I was like, "Damn."
Damn, got caught up.
Absolutely told me the same thing.
That was a setup.
Because like when he does like the whole bento box prep and whatnot, and he's like
Yep.
taking the photo of it, she's just like, you could just try a little harder, just a little. Look at this man. I was like, yeah, he's also executing. So there's that too.
Like I said, this man went from like what made me interested in that story was he went from being a Yakuza boss to being a house husband. I just wanted to know the transition, because to see the mindset
When he
transition.
got the game.
Yeah.
I mean, still, but what made you want to get into that? There's a lot of stuff you get out the game with.
True.
You can go do some tech. You can go, travel around the world. You go do whatever. But he said, "No, I want to be a house husband. I want to stay at home.
I want to be
and
kept.
clean.
That's exactly
cook.
what I want.
I just want to provide for my wife while she go to work. Cook, clean. That's it." I was like, "Okay, well,
Is that all he does in it? Is cook and clean?
But
It's
a very extreme.
He also uses his abilities.
He does.
His abilities, yeah.
Yeah.
There's murdering involved, correct?
I don't know that he murders anybody. I'm trying to remember. I watched the like the motion comic or whatever. It wasn't really like animated, that I recall. But he might have beat somebody up, but he hasn't murdered anyone. I mean, he be out there murdering them dust bunnies. It's real, serious shit when he cleaning the house and buying his supplies. Like,
facts.
I guess so. But at the same time, but besides that one, there's a Kingdom. There's another one that came up. That was on Netflix. Netflix actually got some good K dramas. Uncanny Counter.
Apparently they're investing into it a lot.
Yeah.
The Korean drama market.
Yeah.
They built a studio out there, from what I heard.
Yeah, they did. Because they realized a lot of people were into it, K dramas and stuff. If you haven't watched Uncanny Counter, if you like supernatural type of dramas with action and stuff like that, that one's a pretty good one.
all right, so let's veer back a little bit on topic. What's next for like Black Queens of Anime? Like, what's your I
Oh,
don't know, aspiration for it.
back
Oh,
30,
this interview.
45 minutes ago. Um,
Listen, anime
Little
is a
tangent,
serious
you know?
topic. A little small, tiny.
what's next? So we kind of all been on like a little break. I'll say,
Necessary, healthy.
like I haven't made any events or anything. I think the last one, Bree, if you're still watching, correct me. But I feel like the last one we did was Fuck the Fourth, aside from Sunday sessions. So Fuck the Fourth was exactly what it sounded like. Um, right. The Black History panels, those are the last ones technically, but like before Black History Month was Fuck the Fourth, and that was last July. We did a poetry slam poetry. Sorry, I'm
Still
waiting for Bree to correct me because she's the poetry junkie.
got you.
I was just kind of there like the MC.
Just hanging on. All right, that's cool.
It was like literally perfect. Like, of course, when you're about to run an event, you're like palms are sweaty.
Yep, knees weak, arms heavy.
Yep.
See, now
We
we
did
all
a
gotta finish
Halloween
the
event.
verse.
Right.
See, everything is just like meshing together for me. We did a Halloween. Okay, well, apparently it was a Halloween event.
Oh, there you go. That happened.
But anyways, we're trying to get back into our events, and our meetups. I think we're gonna do another sort of wine night. We kind of just get together and chop it up. Um, and we're gonna do poetry again. So not business stuff anymore. Just something where, we
Yeah,
have that
community.
community. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
Nah,
get
that's
back
dope.
into.
That's
that's
dope. My
fantastic.
my wife has a shirt that says "What to the slave is the 4th of July." That quote fucks with it.
Mm-hmm. That's why we did fuck the
I
fourth.
forgot who said that, but you know, it's still cool. And so like, what? I guess you're trying to get back into you know the community aspect on that. Like, what and are you? We kind of talked about this. Like, what's your shit now? Like, what do you have to watch, read, play? You said you're replaying Zelda on the emulators, reading a lot of Yaoi. Like, what else you got going on? Any cool projects?
Mm, no, not really. Um, not that I can say on the stream.
Ah, I got you. That's all right. Hey,
It's
real G's move in
still
silence like lasagna. Sometimes it's okay.
we're still trying to. Yeah, no, nobody has played Zelda in here.
No, we haven't. Maurice is a big Switch proponent.
I never say
You don't really care much for what
I never
Maurice
said I
does.
never played Zelda. I
I
just haven't played
mean,
Breath of the Wild.
yeah, we're talking about Breath of the Wild specifically.
Okay, well, what's
Yeah, I
your
mean,
favorite
OG
Zelda?
Zelda.
I don't have a favorite. That was so long ago. Like
What's I
You
I
playing?
don't
couldn't
have a
tell you.
Hold
favorite
on.
Zelda.
Game
Do the
Boy.
rest of y'all niggas have a favorite Zelda?
I've
Game Boy.
never played Zelda in my life.
The one that I played extensively was the one on Game Boy Color.
Oh, the one on the Wii, The Legend of the Skyward Sword. I think is the last Zelda I remember distinctly playing. So I think the Wii controller, you could swing the sword.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the last one I for sure remember playing. So I mean,
I
hey, recently,
I started that one. I
uh,
didn't finish. Like I didn't flip it.
yeah, because
Arena
like
of Time all day. My favorite is Majora's Mask, and that's the one that I'm replaying.
For the what time? Like how many times have you played this game?
I mean, how many times have I like beat it all the way through?
I mean, how many times have you like
So
started it? Or just been like, I would like to go to Majora's Mask, so I'm gonna boot this game up. How many times have you done
see,
that?
but when I played it a whole bunch of times, I was a kid. That's what I was telling you. Like
Mm,
I would go rent it or whatever, and then he finally bought it for me. So like I grinded in that game like all throughout middle school, elementary, middle
600.
school.
Jesus.
So at least 100. Got it.
Yeah, so but I haven't played it in so long that it's like, damn, how do I beat this fucking water temple?
Mm.
Why is this so hard? How did
Fucking
I
water
do this as
temples.
a kid?
As a kid, you had nothing but time to
That's
perfect
true.
these techniques.
That is true.
Crazy.
Like turn the volume all the way down, doors closed, lights are off, because I'm supposed to be in the bed still up grinding.
See?
Those were the best times. We had no idea how to appreciate how wonderful those times were going to be.
Truly.
God.
But now you gotta do
Really
what
and
you
truly.
I also love
Mhm.
Wind Waker. So when I got my what was it? GameCube, I got the GameCube with a demo disc of Wind Waker, and it had all of the OG Zeldas on it too. And I think you could actually play Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time on it. But it
Wow.
only had like a like 15-minute gameplay of Wind Waker. Yeah, the collection package. And I used to play that 15 minutes or whatever of Wind Waker so many times. I'm like, I need this game. And my parents would never buy it because they just bought the damn GameCube.
Yeah.
So you were stuck.
Yeah, I mean, eventually they bought it, but it was like, oh, I'm playing this little 15-minute game.
All right. And we I mean we already kind of talked about like what's good with you for everybody that's new here. What's good is a segment we do on the podcast where we talk about games we've been playing, shows or movies we've been watching, comics or manga we've been reading, all that kind of stuff. And I think we kind of went through that already with your
We've been
uh
hitting it.
yeah,
Special interests.
special interest. Ocarina of Time. Okay. Maurice is saying Nintendo is holding back remaking Ocarina of Time. They just
Yeah,
they've been remastering it over and over.
I
I
thought they were
mean,
doing Majora's Mask too.
Mm.
Square finally did Final Fantasy VII, so maybe there's hope. Maybe, perhaps,
Maybe.
maybe we'll finally get FF7R on Xbox. I don't, who knows?
I mean,
Are
it sounds
y'all
like it's
Resident
selling.
Evil fans?
I,
Oh,
I am
Crescent is.
not. Yeah, but one of the
Not
guys who
certain.
is in here is definitely down for
I like
that.
watching people play
He
it.
would. He would like that.
He would. He would.
Like I wouldn't play Village myself. I
Question
enjoyed watching
therapy.
him playing it. I
Yo,
enjoyed it.
I feel you on the specific Resident Evil games. Dang. There's one that me and my boyfriend literally replay all the time.
Raccoon City.
I've never played a Resident Evil game.
Operation.
I cannot finish Village. It scares me too bad, actually.
Village. Village is
I get to
hilarious.
where I think you're about to get to like, oh, it's like a big castle or some shit.
Oh.
And like you're getting like bombarded by all of that. Like, I can't. I'm like, how am I supposed to survive with 3 bullets?
You don't.
You don't.
Okay.
That's why you
Well,
run.
okay,
You run and
okay,
hide.
okay.
None of the Resident Evils are scared of me. Are you good? You straight,
Now,
fam?
if you tried
Yeah,
Resident
you all
Evil,
right?
you tried Resident Evil, was it 8 on the PSVR? Was it 8 or 9? I can't remember. But
I think it was 8.
PSVR?
yeah, for virtual reality for PlayStation.
Yeah, I think that was
That
8
was
because
like,
Crescent
No
was talking
way
about that
in the
joint, right?
world.
dog,
Nowhere in the world I'm playing a scary game on
8
any kind of VR. Heck
8
no.
on
doing it.
VR, dog. When I tell you, I played it for 2 minutes and had to put that jam down.
Not too
I was like, oh no. I almost whacked Crescent in the face. I was like, man, look, my nerves are
Keep it.
shot.
Yeah.
My nerves are shot. I asked him, he's like, how many times you done? He's like, man, I did it like once or twice. After twice, second time, I was like, you know what? He's like, no, I'll just play with the controller.
No shit.
I don't
It was
need
Look at
this.
Resident Evil 5. That's the one that we replay
That's a good one.
with the black chick.
That's a good one.
Yeah, no, it's no horror over here. We
No horror.
nah. Me, Carl, and then So one of the people that's missing loves horror, and then one of the people that's missing is the same person like me and Carl who don't fuck with that shit.
The Last of Us is an amazing game. Sorry.
It's okay. No, you're good.
I
So I'm
didn't
guessing.
play 2 though, because it had mixed reviews. I didn't want to soil The Last of Us for myself.
So I'm guessing you're waiting for the show to come out.
There's a show?
Yeah, HBO.
Yeah.
HBO Max.
They better not screw it up. See,
It's
I
HBO
might
Max,
not even
100%.
watch that because I don't want to spoil it.
They give you choices like play the game or watch the show, or
Damn.
do nothing.
I'm surprised
And you
it's not on
play it?
Crackle.
True. But no, I think HBO is. I think they're funding it. WB's funding it, so it's gonna be interesting.
But okay, I mean, I'm not trying to like, spoil stuff like Carl, but
Wow, never.
Joel in The Last of Us
Props.
2, like, I just like, how does he go through all of this shit he went through in the first game just to die in the second?
Oh no, that's a good question.
Easily. And I only know because I mean it was all over YouTube when the shit came out.
Like
You're
how they
playing
do
a
in anime,
game.
Yep.
They introduce these characters. They're like, yeah, this, and this motherfucker is so powerful, and then like you get them on your side, and they are whack. They whack. Like dog, where's that energy from before when you was whipping my ass? Like,
right.
It don't be there.
I quit.
I didn't hear anything about them being mad about Ellie's girlfriend. I did hear people were pissed because Ellie was a lesbian. Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Oh, you're good. You're good. People were mad about Abby.
Yeah, they were mad about Abby too.
So they were mad that she was a lesbian in the game, and that's interesting.
So it was rumored that Abby was going to be trans, and people were upset. Apparently, I don't know. I haven't played The Last of Us. I haven't followed the news. So I'm not sure. But
yeah, they were mad about that.
Why are people
But that's not why I didn't play. I have no issues with that. I didn't play because I heard about Joel, and then some of the just BS aspects of it. Everybody's saying play it. All right.
They are.
I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna stream it.
You should. All right, we drop your link. We're gonna have to. I mean, someone's gonna have to see it. I'll probably minimize that thing. Oh shit. Router betrayed you, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, heard that he was watching
Best game.
some
Okay. I'm taking y'all's word.
One of the best
If I don't
games
like the
ever.
game, come
Who
for
said
y'all.
that? You know who
Come
said
for
that?
y'all if I don't like the
Your
game.
boy.
Oh. I mean, he played it, so like, he played it through and through.
Maury said it's an amazing game.
Oh, you can't trust him.
You can't trust Maury. I mean, he in agreement with Creston and Black Wolf, and got like a whole bunch of people in here talking about it's great.
I'll take 2 out of 3.
Dang.
3 days mocapping death. It's depressing. Yeah. See, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Life is depressing and scary enough. I don't want to be depressed and scared for fun. Like I don't do that in my free time.
You're not metal enough.
You're not metal. You might be right. You might be right. Or so I not Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask. That's all you're playing right now.
Right. I have like Animal Crossing. And wait, I said yes. I play the hell out of Sims 4. Okay.
True.
I totally forgot about that. I be posting my Sims in the group. He has a following. I haven't played Gears in a while, but I am a Gears of War player.
Okay, that's not so.
Literally would stay up grinding that game. I started playing Gears 2, and then I started playing the first one, but like that's when I started. So like 2006.
Okay. Fair.
I haven't been on it because I'm a little upset when Epic sold it
Oh yeah.
and they like fucked the game up. Who is it now?
They were Microsoft, right?
Yeah,
No.
but I don't.
I don't know the name of
Another
the.
developer though.
I don't know
The
the
Coalition.
studio.
Coalition. That's it. Yeah.
I could not think that. So
Mario said 343.
the they're
Hate
legit.
it.
Okay, well not for Gears.
Damn.
As an OG player, not for Gears. I mean, like I will literally still play it. However, I know when I'm getting bullshit.
Mm. So you don't like the campaign multiplayer, or you just don't like the, or you don't like, yeah, how did
Is
they
it the
Like
aesthetic
no.
changed?
Like, well, actually, it's not as dark as it used to be. Like you got all the
Okay.
rainbow guns and bright outfits like that. What's the point of that?
Oh, so
You're
you
not
didn't like
supposed to
the
be able to see
cosmetics.
me,
Mm,
coming up to you for my 1v1. So they messed it up because I mean, the shotgun has been broken since like Gears 4 came out and they're always messing with the mechanics of it and it multiplayer games in general. Well, after 3 is when it was like going downhill and they always fix stuff and it's never actually fixed.
mm,
Mm.
that's fair.
I mean, that's fair.
But I think a
Alright.
lot of the cosmetic stuff is because of they went to the whole esports route, so
Yeah.
they wanted to
I've
appeal
actually
to
been
that.
to one of the tournaments in
Oh,
San
I was
Diego.
at.
It I mean
Oh
She said,
no.
sporty. I don't know how to
God,
explain it.
I mean,
It was damn sweaty.
True.
okay, that makes sense.
Crescent, have you tried Gears 5?
Yeah. I haven't. I played it. I haven't played it since 2022 started. It's
I
about
mean,
time for me to get back on. If you go on, I think my Twitch, I have some streams on there.
true.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
used to.
where's
Me and Nasser was trying to do the campaign, do co-op, and yeah, I don't like how they did the where you can only where somebody has to be the robot, and I was like, what?
I didn't even try to play campaign on 5, but
Yeah.
4 we tried to do it on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, yeah, I got slaughtered.
Slaughtered every 5 fucking seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But the multiplayer is fun. Multiplayer would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember I tried to play Gears one time, and I don't think I've ever successfully killed another person. So
Oh god. Wait a minute. This is a Halo?
I had to set it down.
He was like, I'm going back to Halo.
period.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was gonna diversify, be like, let me broaden my horizons.
Diversify?
Calm down. I'm very diverse, but just trying it, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't working out. Let's go back to Master Chief, see what he's talking about.
Now, I can't play any of those games.
Halo?
I can't play Halo. I can't play Call of Duty.
So wait,
Okay,
I'm so
those,
sorry.
Those games should not even be
Can.
associated. They're very Call of Duty's over it. Here,
I watched people play it and I'm like, how the fuck did you see him over there? I can't.
exactly.
I like
feel
the
the same way.
1v1 aspect
never.
of Gears. Like we have to be up close and personal for you to kill me unless I get sniped across the map. But like that doesn't happen on every
often.
map.
Got you.
That's fair.
Yeah, Gears is a very up close and personal fighter.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I prefer that.
The wave mode that we did, I think it was me and JK and I don't know, a couple of y'all niggas.
It was Crescent.
Yeah.
I love that wave mode, yeah.
Horde
That was
mode.
a lot of fun.
Horde mode. That was cool.
Horde mode.
PvP, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? That was
hate PvP.
I
Shotgun,
love
like
it.
you mentioned, nothing but shotgun bouncing.
bruh. Yeah, that was the worst. Let's see. All right, man. So do y'all have, y'all niggas here or anybody in the chat, y'all have any other comments, questions, concerns for our lovely guests? I'll give y'all a second because I know there's a delay.
Yeah, because getting a little late, your girl.
Yeah, I already know. I was looking at the time, I'm like, this nigga. PvP is amazing. What? Anyway, we gonna go to Maurice because Maurice had a question, not something ridiculous. Maurice said,
About Cowboy Bebop.
Go ahead, say it. I already said it. It was trash. Go ahead, say it.
No, I mean it wasn't trash, but
Per se, yeah.
I okay. I hold a pretty high standard to the live actions now because I watched Erased, and it's literally
Because
like
of
the
Dragon Ball
anime.
Z.
Stop.
All right,
Is
so
that like
She's like, ew.
go ahead and
And we lost.
look what you did.
Oh,
Look what you
look what
did.
she did. Look what she
Oh
did.
my god.
Extra time. That's extra time in jail, sir.
Wow.
Extra
Rip.
time.
oh, anyways, it didn't give me
Fully
like the
deserved.
same vibes. The live action didn't give me the same vibes that I got with the anime, and it's like this is really cringy and bright, and I it just I didn't like the feel of it.
Yeah.
Let me ask
And
you a
it's not
question, man.
because of the like actors or anything. I think it was
Yeah.
just poor writing.
If
Gotcha.
they didn't slap Cowboy Bebop on the title, and just gave it some other generic thing, would it have been good? If they did
I
not
guess if
give
they were
it
trying to
Cowboy
accomplish
Bebop
something
pop.
different, yeah, maybe so. Because like I
Yeah.
said, it didn't give me the Cowboy Bebop vibe.
Yeah,
I think
I
they would
mean,
have
I
had
agree with
to,
that 100%.
make some other improvements as well.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely. Yeah.
the ways it was, I don't think it was well directed, and I don't think the fights were well choreographed. Like the fights were super slow, and then like the way they had them delivering the lines was mad, just bad. It was
Mad
bad.
cringy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was mad cringy. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Well, I know.
A conversation that came up in my group was about the Jet.
Yeah.
mhm.
Why did they give him like the stereotypical black man story?
Oh, that's an interesting trope. Yeah, that's true.
Because
You
the
know,
writers don't know better. I mean, I hate to give them that out, but right, like they just, I don't know. I would say the writers just don't know better,
Yeah.
it was yeah.
or they're
They knew
just
what they were
shitty
doing.
writers in general.
They doing what they were doing. You know, they are coming out with
Yeah.
a One Piece live action.
Why?
What's the
Why?
point?
They haven't even.
Those
It
people
is
are not
like
They
going to
have
live
anime. Why
long
would they do
enough
that?
to go halfway
Yeah.
through the story.
It's
Like,
not gonna
what is
be. It's
the
not
what
gonna
is the
be.
movie about? Like the first season or something? Is that
It's
are they
probably
gonna
gonna be the
do?
first. It's probably gonna be to Alabaster. So it's probably
No,
be. Yeah,
that's gonna
that's.
be
I
shit.
mean, or they do. They do. Well, I don't know what the story's gonna be, but all I know is they already have Sanji, Zoro, Nami, Luffy. Um, I think that's it. Usopp.
Mm.
So,
I need my live action Last Airbender to come out already.
oh
Netflix is
my
holding out on me.
god.
What? Okay, yeah. Well, we're gonna let you go before it get ugly in here.
Yeah,
I meant the new one coming out, guys. I wasn't trolling this
There
time.
shouldn't be a new one. There shouldn't be. You know what?
You are
Oh, you're talking about the
trolling.
one.
Yes.
You're talking about the one on Netflix.
Yes.
Even though I know you lying, but you know.
I'm not lying this time.
That's all-
Obviously,
that's
all
all
Wasn't
right.
the
of the
first one on
trash
Netflix? Anyway.
creations.
No,
You
the first
also
one wasn't
like
on
Death
Netflix.
Note.
Death Note was
I
terrible.
mean, it was art. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was fantastic.
Death Note on Netflix was horrendous.
Truly a classic live action adaptation. I mean, Light could not have been edgier, and it's perfect. It was perfect.
All right.
What?
Well,
is wrong with you, sir?
Morris
what did he
thinks
just
Death
say?
Note
Because he
the
thinks the
anime
Death
is
Note anime
overrated.
is overrated.
It's
Yeah.
a
Well, I'm
it's a
gonna go ahead and
classic.
ban him.
Go ahead.
It's a
I need to
classic.
ban you
Before
first.
I do this.
No, you know what? Time out. I will say that it's a little boring. It gets boring in the middle, slow, whatever you want to call it. But it's a class. It's one of those that you have to watch.
Yeah.
Where can you watch that now? Because I feel like it's
I think
moved.
it's on Hulu.
Netflix? No, is it
What?
on Netflix?
No, I think you're right. It's on Netflix.
What?
It's
Death
on
Note?
Netflix
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's
I
on.
don't think they would get rid of that one.
It's a Netflix
It's.
original.
I think it's gone off Netflix before.
Nope, it's there. They wouldn't get rid of it because they have the live action movie. Like,
Okay.
Death Note was one of those anime that made me question my own morals, because I found myself super sad when got spoiler
Light died.
alert, when Light
Okay.
died at the end.
That should
I
have
didn't
been out
believe
like 15, 20 years.
facts.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
was.
But yeah, I don't know. It made me question. I remember feeling super shitty when he died, and I was just like, but wait, he should have died. I should have been rooting for the police to catch this guy, but I
Yeah.
wasn't.
That's
Why?
I was actually really
I mean-
upset when he killed L.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no.
I
See, I
stopped
rooted for
watching
that.
when
I
he killed
couldn't wait
L.
for L to die.
Spoilers.
I couldn't wait for him to
Spoilers.
die.
It's been out
Yeah.
It's a
forever.
20-year-old show.
I mean, Demon Slayer's
Look,
been
in
out
my
for a couple
group,
days.
For a
Come on.
couple.
What's
in
the
my
difference?
group, anything that has aired within the last year, spoiler. These have spoiler tags. Okay.
Okay.
That
A
makes sense.
year, 48 hours. I mean, what are we talking about? It's about
Yeah,
the
what's
same
what's
What's the
time? What's
difference?
time? What's time? It's relative.
Crap. All right, man. Y'all got anything else for Elise? Anybody? Last call. Heck, don't say nothing crazy.
I'll send y'all my montage for Gears if I can find it.
Yeah, for sure. And give us your Twitch link. We need that. All right. Well, we gonna let you go. We definitely want to thank you for coming and spending your time with us, telling us your story about Black Queens of Anime. Sounds fantastic. You've been an amazing guest. And we're definitely looking forward to, chopping up with you some more.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
We gotta
Anytime.
get you to come play Halo with us.
Yes. Gotta get your weight up. You gotta get your weight up. Halo is amazing.
If you want to come replace in particular person, aka Tech,
we can drop one light skin for another.
Damn. Damn.
Wow.
Okay. All right. That's fair. You know
Wow.
what?
Wow.
Take my ball and going home.
That's fine.
I
prefer it.
Rip. Said I prefer it. See you later, Elise. Thank you for joining
I
us.
won't be playing Halo with y'all, but thank
Okay,
you.
whoa. Don't be like that. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it offline.
Peace.
Peace. Where is this nigga at?
Oh, he going home for real. Well, one less nigga on the chat that I had to worry about. That's
Ain't
fine
nobody coming to see you.
Anyway, I'm about to say, damn. Hey, you right about that.
All right, so let's see what time we got. It's like 10 to 12. What's going on? You can't make it back on now. Your internet, your Discord client fucked up.
See.
Oh, there you go.
See?
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
All right, so we done with the interview portion for this evening. I mean, what do y'all niggas want to go straight to some gaming? We could do some. We could try 4-on-4 in Rocket League. That shit is chaotic, but I mean, it might be fun. And we can do some Halo, of course, some pubs. All right, bet. Let's I might have to fix this damn layout actually because there's only 4 of us. We want to thank y'all again for joining us on the podcast. Definitely let us know if there's something you haven't seen us talk about that you want our perspective on. Follow us at Blerdimension everywhere if you haven't already, namely here on Twitch, on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. There we go. Got us faces back up there for a little bit. And yeah, if you fuck with the content, give us a heart, thumbs up, sub, follow, whatever is like platform appropriate. Some of those things are free for you, but they all help us out with the algorithm, you know. We stream the podcast live on Twitch Thursday nights around 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you come through next week. We're going to take a quick break and, stay tuned for after podcast gaming. Like I said, we're about to play some Rocket League. We're going to play some Halo. So,